When they give you all the nonsense, Obama cheated and his people cheated, but he was there. And you should mention that every time they give you a question that's not appropriate, just say, oh, by the way, Obama cheated on the election.
Donald Trump is so desperate to get away from the Epstein thing, but also so stupid and so obvious about everything that instead of doing what you're supposed to do, which is, no, we'll get to that thing you're talking about, but also this is really interesting. He's just like, when they bring up Epstein, say Obama, just say Obama. Like, yeah, no, I get that that's what you're doing. You're making it too obvious even for MAGA that this is a squirrel moment. And the weird thing about it is he desperately wants to change the subject to Obama, and yet at the same time, he'd have us believe this.
I watch people on television. Well, what about Donald Trump's polling numbers? Yeah, they're the best numbers I've ever had. And with this made up hoax that they're talking about, my numbers have gone up 4 and 5 points.
So if your numbers have gone up because of the made up hoax, why are you so desperate to change the subject to Obama? I'd be bringing it up constantly if it was juicing my numbers so much. And so look, it's a lie. His numbers are going down. He started about 47% approval, which is already ridiculous. He's gone down to about 40%, which is still too high, but it continues to go down. It has not jumped up 4 or 5 points because of, and MAGA, I hope you're listening to this, what he again called a made up hoax. You know that thing that you care deeply and passionately about? He's still spitting in your face every single day. It's made up. Only suckers and weaklings care about that thing. And so is it made up? Was it made up the whole time? Were you conned? For years by Dan Bongino and Charlie Kirk and Kash Patel and all these people? Were they lying to you, conning you about a made up hoax that only the left cares about, but for some reason Dan Bongino talked about it every day, so that's confusing, but set that aside. Were you conned then, or, well, I guess the alternative is that you're being conned now. You're gonna have to accept one of those. I know nobody likes to be conned, but I don't know, you cared a lot about this. Do not be dissuaded from your passions so cheaply and so transparently. But anyway, Sharon, we bring you back in. It's another week of this nonsense, of his attempts to distract, to control the narrative. What do you make of it?
I thought you teed it up beautifully. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is gonna sound strange. Where have you heard that before from me? This is actually cruel, what Donald Trump is doing. He's akin to, have you heard of Munchausen?
Yes.
Or someone who supposedly loves you and cares for you and wants to make life good for you, right? And yet they have you believing for a period of years even, while you're under their control, that you're dying or you have an incurable disease, something that's impacting. They put you through these tests that are just dastardly. They're just hurting you so badly. And then one day you find out, you mean I never had this? My hair wasn't falling out? You just shaved it because you needed this attention. I was a pawn. You're supposed to love me and I'm a pawn in your game. And that's the cruelty of this thing. I don't know if I went too far, but as you were laying it out, that's what it reminded me of, Munchausen syndrome. That's what it is.
Well, I mean, I think if we really want to jump into it, and hey, I'm a guy who loves Dr. House, so I love that episode. There's a broader version of it that applies to the right too. It's basically with Munchausen's, you like creating a fiction wherein you're important and special, need to be cared for, and worthy of attention, and all of that stuff. Well, Donald Trump does that constantly. They're not coming for me; they're coming for you. I'm just in the way. Care about me. I'm special. I'm important. Wow. They put out that meme, again, more AI deep fakes of Trump. Isn't it a damning indictment of your physical appearance that all of the people who love you best only use fictional versions of you to depict you visually? Nobody wants to see your actual body or face. Anyway, so they put up this thing of he was the hunted, now he's the hunter or whatever. Oh yeah, no, he's very special and very important and all that. He's not covering up for elite PDF files or anything. And so, yeah, I agree with your metaphor. I like it. The entire thing is just, it's pathetic to watch. And look, this is sort of like a defense mechanism. I'm just brushing aside the Obama thing, but I do want you to bear in mind, it is traditionally considered a serious thing in an advanced modern democracy to baselessly accuse past presidents of treason and to assert that they need to be locked up in jail and to even create deepfake videos of them being locked up. That used to be kind of a serious thing, added to the pile of things that Trump has normalized as just now, no, you just do that when you need a distraction or whatever. And while I hope that a lot of MAGA people see that this is, I mean, he's saying it's a distraction. He's literally saying when they bring up Epstein, which he won't even say the name of anymore. God damn, is that damning. When they bring up Epstein, just say Obama. Some of them will take that seriously. And you now have millions of Americans who really believe that Obama should be in jail. Why? Some 2016 election, Russia. We don't know. I have no idea what, but something. And so it is both a distraction and a joke, but also kind of deadly serious, Sharon. I don't know. What do you make of it? Do you think it's just gonna fade away?
Look, it's dangerous. I mean, Comey walked on the beach with his wife, took a snapshot of some little few numbers, and there's the FBI's following him. You've made Obama less safe, is what you've done. And it's kind of like you did it with this stupid slogan. It's like, is this the same as like when I say no justice, you say no peace? So it's like if you say Epstein, Obama, Epstein, Obama. I mean, this is ludicrous. And you're right. People are going to do what he says. And that's a problem. It's drowning out more truth. And there's only a little bit left. There's only this much truth left.
I love your comparison to that because as he's doing the, you say Epstein, I say Obama, you know what you get? No justice, actually. No justice. And so, look, we're gonna transition to other stuff. It's exciting. I will just ask MAGA, has he released the files? Has he saved the children? Do you have justice? Has the deep state been taken down? Are we a millimeter closer to any of that than we were a week ago? I know the Obama definitely stole the 2016 election, which Trump won and nobody challenged or whatever. Okay, accept that. But are the kids saved? Are the PDF files behind bars? They're not. You know they're not, because Donald Trump doesn't want them to be. If you enjoyed that, make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming an actual member. But you're probably wondering, why the hell would I do that, John? First off, calm down. The stakes in this are very, very low. But also, when you click the join button and you become a member, you get access to bonus content that I make every week, and it's a ton of fun. You get access to tons of custom emojis and more besides that. By the way, if you join at tier 3, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself and other awesome people, and we always have a great time. By the way, you'll get all that going forward, but you also unlock years of the back catalog. That is literally 100 or more bonus clips, top 10 lists, debates, and more. What are you waiting for? Click the join button below. Your support powers our show, and we couldn't do it without you. Or at the very least, I wouldn't really want to try. Viewers like you keep me here. So thank you in advance for joining.